You have godlike powers that you need to know how to calibrate, how to operate, and how to use effectively to navigate through the universe if you are to really have a relationship to the Most High. And I will say this, America last night decided to not bend the knee to evil, decided to not bend the knee to the Jezebel spirit, to the narcissists, to the liars, to the manipulators, the globalists, all of these people, the pedophiles. America finally decided to say no. And I was so cathartic this morning because everybody that's been watching me for a while knows that I refused to vote in this election, and mostly because I didn't even know if this was going to be a fair election to begin with. I really didn't. But I knew, looking at all the data and analyzing the data, that if Donald Trump lost, then we would have completely lost the faith in our elections, probably indefinitely. But he won. And even though I'm not necessarily saying that we're able to celebrate, this is not a time to celebrate, in my opinion. The job's not finished, the job's not over. But we did decide, as Americans, to not defend these degenerates for no reason. This was a pure and utter refusal of the plans that the evil, shadowy figures hiding behind the government had for us. And thank the Most High for that. And you know, at this point in time, we have to recognize that we are godlike beings. We are made in God's image. You are made in God's image. The image of God is within us just as much as it is outside of us. And our will, if we are truly walking in the Spirit, is connected to the source, the Creator. As C.S. Lewis has said, God is like our fuel for the soul, in the same way like a machine, like a car, needs fuel to operate. God is our source for fuel. And there are so many people out here that are mixed emotions. A lot of people are celebrating, a lot of people are crying, and as entertaining as it's been to watch the liberals cry due to their emotional outbursts because they can't control their emotions, I also have a bit of pity for them. And I think that we can encourage these people to join the team of sovereignty. Like, do people not understand that this was a win for them just as much as anybody else? Like, this was a win for the world. It was a battle win. And yes, maybe a little bit of celebration is warranted, but I don't think, like, for me, that we're just getting started. Okay, the fight has just truly begun. I woke up at like 5 this morning and I couldn't go back to sleep because I had so many freaking downloads, so many spiritual downloads. And it was as if Yeshua was saying unto me that everything up until this point was research. And now the life really begins. And in a way, it was very optimistic, but like most things with the Most High, it's beautifully horrifying. And now we realize just how fragile our system is. And I stand by this. I still think that if everybody in the world followed the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, we wouldn't need a government. I stand by that. But I also think that we should encourage the people that are down in the dumps today to join us, like to join the team of sovereignty. And I'm not saying I'm a conservative or Republican or anything like that. I am Thaddeus. I am Thaddeus of Regal Change, and that's that. Like I am just me. And to see the amount of people on the conservative side and the Christian side that are celebrating, I'm saying stay in attack formation. What are you doing? Like, okay, you get your time to decompress and to understand and to, release those tense emotions, because in some ways, it was a rough go for the last week, man. I was really kind of nervous, to be honest, because I really didn't know what was going to happen, and I was prepared for anything. We were all prepared for everything in the Regal Change Academy. Man, we were prepared for anything. We weren't fear-mongering each other, but we were very well aware of what could happen and the potentialities. And I mean, it's still a system that is not entirely void of corruption in any way, shape, and form. And the people that are in there are going to be better, but we still need something more. And we need to start looking into how certain things are going to operate. We need to look into ways to really increase the amount of sovereignty people can have, because this is just ridiculous. But you know what I'm really excited about? The Constitution is no longer just an ideal. It's been just an ideal for the past couple of years, I think. And it's not been represented by the people and the government specifically, but the people either, the public. It hasn't been represented among the people in the Republic, and now it's almost like there's this shimmer of hope that is glistening on the horizon that the Constitution may actually have a fortifying effect on the population. People are actually taking notice of certain things that they're not supposed to notice. And it's all because, this is another one of my predictions. X is probably going to be the biggest social media platform and media outlet and all of that kind of stuff within the next couple of years. Easy. Because there's still censorship in other places, but this is what we have to look at. Okay? This is what we need to look at. The censorship is still trying to be propagated in certain forms of the government, and if you look at the data on who voted where and who voted for what, so far that we have, the deep Democratic states got even more Democratic, and the deep red states got even more deeper red, and then the swing states, they mostly flipped. I'm pretty sure actually all the swing states in the United States flipped to red, which is pretty, maybe except for one, but still, that's pretty remarkable considering most of the polls that were out there were saying the complete opposite. And this is a win against the media. Like okay, we'll give us that, right? This is a win against the media because now the media is irrelevant. The media is irrelevant. We know who they are. They know that we know who they are. And they can either keep lying or they can go and die off. I'm not saying that we should go kill them, by the way. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that they, as an industry, done. Done. It's beautiful. We, the people, if you have a camera, like anybody watching this that has a phone maybe or something, or a laptop, if you have a camera, you are now the people that are free to be the media. We are the media now. And this is something that Elon Musk tweeted last night, X'd, I don't know what the term is, last night, but that we are the media now. You are the media. And I'm not necessarily a fan of the AI stuff and the electronic stuff and all of the highly technical AI robotic things that are going on that Elon Musk is related to, because I think a lot of it is going to be summoning demons. I think a lot of people in this time are summoning demons and they don't know it. But we need to stay relentless in the spirit and truth at this time. We need to keep that blade of spirit and truth sharp. Okay, we can keep it sheathed also, unless we absolutely need it, but we need to keep that thing sharp. I'm just kind of excited for some kind of new chapter where I don't see how, like, all of these liberals and these Jezebels and the witches and warlocks are thinking about how dark this is. It's like, well, I do understand, because they're freaking demons and they're using dark magic and such. Of course they're thinking that it's going to be a dark time, only because the light is going to be illuminated onto their darkness. That's what's going to happen. And so thank Yeshua for the last 4 years, because in all honesty, I think a lot of people were able to be woken up to the truth about what's really going on, not just in the American government, but of governments around the world, how they're all conspiring against their own people. This is like we are here. This is where we're at. And I think the election in 2020 for the United States needed to be the way it was. And I think the Most High had a plan there. I think Joe Biden was meant to win that, even with all the crazy stuff that happened. I think he was meant to, because it woke people up to the truth. And now it's almost like the upcoming generation, Gen Z, now has a fresh perspective of where things could go and what could happen. I don't think, and the boomers and everybody in between, really. But I think specifically Gen Z, because this is going to be your world sooner or later. Just like it was for the boomers, just like it was for the millennials, etc., etc. It's going to be your world. And how you operate in it is going to be entirely up to you. You are so much more powerful. Like, you guys, I don't know if anybody's ever told you this, but you are a work of God's art. You are a work of art of the Most High. You're amazing. You were created by the Creator. And America did not bend the knee to this evil, because so many people, I truly believe, that this shift that we've all been feeling for the last week, and definitely felt the night before the election, I think this shift was the shift of consciousness that is needed. And again, I felt super cathartic today. Like, honestly, I was a bit relieved because I was prepared for the communist gays to come after us. Like the gay communist people that come after us, and the crazy hair and septum piercings and tattoo coverings and all that. These fat liberals trying to tell us how to call them by their preferred pronouns and shit. But it's not going to happen. Not this time. And I think enough people woken up to the idea that the letter people, they've gone too far. They've gone too far. Not only have the letter people gone too far, but the liars, the cheaters, the thieves, the pedos, the pedo-globalists, all these crazy people, they've gone too far. And the people of this country decided to not bend the knee to that evil, and praise the Most High for that. There's a lot more I could talk about on this subject, but I think I'm going to leave it at there for today. And I really just wanted to come in and encourage people to join the team of sovereignty, man. This is it. Like, again, we don't need the government if we are following laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. We don't need them because we have the Most High. We can literally bring heaven to earth if we truly wanted to. We all just have to have the will. How do we have the will? Because we have to recognize that our will is connected to our whole ancestral line, which is in the relationship to the Most High. My will is not just anything. My will is a vessel of all of my ancestors before me and their relationship and my relationship, not just to them, but to the Creator Himself. And that's how we're going to get our fuel to our souls. We have to fuel our souls at this time. And the way that we do that is sovereignty and freedom. And again, everybody knows this saying, the price for freedom and sovereignty is eternal vigilance. Eternal vigilance. We have to be ready. We have to be sober and we have to be vigilant, like Peter says in the Bible. So with all that being said, I hope this message was useful and insightful. If you do want to join the Regal Change Academy, we have a free Discord that you can check out in the link in the description box below. We also have a paid community that you can check out in the link in the description box below. In the paid community, you get a Bible study call each week as well as a group call. We've got a bunch of other classes going on, etc. We have a great group of people in there as well. And I want to thank everybody that has been moving from YouTube to X and to Rumble recently. And I appreciate all of your guys' Instagram DMs and support. Thank you everybody for the contribution and for upholding the Constitution this time around. Like, this is where we're at least for the people that are in America. Thank you for that. Because I really didn't have the faith and the confidence that this was a free election, and it looks like it was. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm curious to see what you guys all think. Because we could build anything at this point. I truly believe it. I knew we could do it before, but it's like, wow. We are living through such amazingly novel times. It's such a novel time. It's just a crazy time to be alive, and I'm super excited and fired up for everything coming out. I'm finally getting better from being sick. I'm like 80 to 85%. I'm feeling back. I went to the gym for the first time in a few days today. Actually to the gym. I've been doing push-ups and leg lifts and such at home, but I was able to go over 50% today at the gym, and man, it felt good. It felt good to go over 50% today and really, really try. And now I'm coming back. I'm getting my meals back. I'm actually getting, my voice back. I'm not coughing as much. The headaches are gone. The snot in my nose is gone. TMI, I know, but it's nasty shit. And I'm so glad that it's over. But, we're coming to an end. The fever's been gone for a couple days, so that's not an issue. But, man, just what a crazy time to be alive, man. What a crazy time. It's so amazing, though. And once more, join the team of sovereignty with the Most High. That's the way to go. And with all that being said, peace be with you all. Till next time.